Welcome back to Bonded by Bravo. I'm your host, Amy, looking crazy, joined with my co-host, Jenna, who looks like she has like a sun-kissed face.
No, it's just sweat. Or maybe not sweat, like red. Like this class was so hard this morning. I at one point was like, do I have to walk out for a second? But I didn't. I powered through.
Pilates?
No, it was a Sculpt class, but it was so hot in there. It's usually like 96, but I swear to God, it was like 100 today.
So it's a hot on purpose class?
Yes.
What is Sculpt?
So it's like you flow kind of through yoga, but you're with weights and there's cardio. So it's like not very yoga-y. And actually when there's a yoga, like when I do the class and it's too yoga-ish, I'm like, I hate this teacher. Like, why are we doing this? I don't need to be mindful right now. I'm trying to get a workout in.
Well, that's what I think I would like that.
It's great. It's like low impact, which is like really great for my knee because I just am always like afraid. That's why I like Pilates too. It's like low impact because it's like slow. The thing is like time under tension. So slow is better always.
I've never messed with yoga because of the slowness, because I'm like, oh my God, I can't pay attention to this. I'm losing interest. And I think I also have that like toxic mentality of, oh my God, you have to do a HIIT workout and your cardio has to be insane for you to get.
Totally.
Like for it to be worth it.
Yes. I feel that so hard.
Yeah. And so like, because of all my health stuff, my recent doctor was like, I need to like basically work to get my heart rate back up. And so like, I'm doing these baby exercises, walking on a treadmill, and like, I have to maintain my heart rate at a certain point. But this sounds interesting.
Yeah. I really love it. It's great. It's like I never sweat the way I've never done another workout where I am this drenched when I leave, like completely soaked.
Interesting. That's interesting. Okay.
And it's fun to like see the weights go up. Like when I first started, like they always say grab a light set and a heavy set of weights. Like when I started, I was probably doing like 3s and 5s, and now I'm at like 10s and 12s, sometimes 15s, depending on what it is, which is like kind of gnarly. Like pretty much only the other guys are doing like 15s in there. I'm pretty strong though. Like I am pretty strong.
Yeah. This sounds interesting. I might be able to get into this, and I think it would still keep my heart rate down.
Yeah, it's a bummer that there's like, because I don't like normal hiking. Like when people are like, I'm going on a hike, and it's like, great, you're just doing a lap in the woods. Like that doesn't sound like a hike to me. Yeah. I need my hikes to be like, we're going up. It's vertical. Yeah. Like I'm not talking to you. We're not hiking together. Like I guess we're technically here together, but like headphones are on. I need to stay focused because if I can't talk because I'm climbing a steep hill. And also I need to just like zone out and like not think about the fact that I still have a lot more to go.
See, and hikes are like the worst thing for my issues is like going up.
Oh, okay. So then
like
that
going upstairs or going up things because it immediately raises my heart rate. This is fun.
Yeah.
Speaking of sculpting,
yeah,
I have to leave immediately from here. That's why I look insane because I couldn't put on a lot of makeup. To go get this soft wave sculpting facial thing.
Oh my God, I thought you were gonna say you're doing CoolSculpting or something.
What is that?
I don't know. I tried to like do it once.
Oh, is that the thing where they like try to get rid of your cellulite or something?
Yeah, where like it's like because I just have this small thing like on the lower part of my belly, but everything else is fine. It's so not distributed evenly. And I was looking into it because I feel like I'd be a good candidate, but then so many people were like, "No, don't do it." And I was like, "Okay."
Oh, well,
I can be so quickly talked out of something.
I feel like I got quickly talked into this, and it came with like a microneedling package.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, all right, fine. But I probably should have just done the microneedling because this is like, I just feel like it's probably one of those things that might not do anything for your face, but yeah.
Could you
imagine if we grew up with skincare routines the way that the girls do this nowadays. Could you imagine?
We probably wouldn't have to do microneedling and Botox.
Exactly. That's all I keep thinking about. Like, my favorite influencer on TikTok is this like 27-year-old who has like a 7-part skincare routine. I'm like,
you know what? Actually, I take our version of it.
Sure.
Like, I really do. I think they're missing out on fun. Like, I would wake up like my eyes couldn't even open because of the mascara and the makeup, and I was breaking out, but I was having a time.
I slept with my makeup on Saturday night.
Ooh, too old for that.
I did.
That is a sign of being young.
I really did it, and I was
you
like,
must have had a night.
What? It was my good friend's
bridal
shower, and bridal showers, like, if you do them right, it can be a day, and it was a day. It was like sheer perfection. And because it's not yours, you're like, this is great. Like, I can hang out with my friends, like, all in one place. It was at this Italian restaurant in Hell's Kitchen that was like a little tiny restaurant, probably only fits like 30 people regularly.
The best kind.
The best. And they we had the whole restaurant. And they came out and gave like the best food. It was like bruschetta.
Well, shout them out. What's their name?
Yeah, Aria, West 51st Street. Okay. It's a wine bar and Italian restaurant. Let me finish that. Then they came around with like meatball appetizers. Then the eggplant rollatini was insane.
Oh my god!
I know.
Eggplant anything.
Oh my god. It was so good. Then you realize you can get espresso martinis. I was like,
oh boy. Espresso martinis and bubbles is like, I feel like your love language.
I asked him he was like, does everybody want red or white wine? I was like, can I have a glass of bubbles? He gave me a wine glass full of bubbles.
Oh my god, my headache.
I know. Then he went around and there were all the pasta options that you had. And it was truffle mac and cheese, broccoli robin sausage, bolognese.
Broccoli Rob is such an East Coast thing, is what I've realized.
Oh, what do you mean?
Like when I say it, they're like, huh? Or they're like, that's gross. It's never like, we love broccoli Rob on a roasted pork sandwich with provolone and long hots on a seeded bun. That's never the response.
This is so weird. Like, how come the Italians didn't make it that far? Like,
we have North Beach, which is like, the Italian district here. But I will say, when I first moved out here and no one, like, I didn't know anyone's, like,
I'll never forget.
Yeah, like, no one's last name ended with an I or an O. I was like, where am I? How did I get here?
Remember? I'll never forget the time when I was in SF a few years ago.
Our last names are so Italian.
We were at the bar and we both gave our card and then went up at the same time to get a drink. And you said, it's both of the last names that end in an O. And he was like, oh, got it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what? It didn't even hit me. I'm like, what are you talking about? I just think we're everywhere.
We're not.
That's so wild.
Kyle's having the best time in Philly right now.
Oh, he's there already.
Oh, yeah. He's doing it. He's been at Bob and Barb's every night.
Wait, my family owns that. You know
I know. I told him that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's having a time.
When did he get there?
Saturday. Stayed out till 3 a.m.
By himself?
No, he's friends,
Oh,
my cousin went out with him, and then our other friend, Joey, from here. He's from Philly, but lives here, and he was back there as well. So they went out, and then they went to the Phillies game yesterday. He's been to 3 museums.
That's like more than we've ever been to.
Since like the field trips in grade school.
I'm like, what 3 museums?
I know. I've never been to the Mutter. He did go to the Mutter, but I've been to the Mint, and I've been to the Eastern State.
Oh, I love Eastern State.
Oh my god! Remember? Did we go there and for Halloween one year?
You guys went. I literally said, "I'm not going."
I ran out.
I don't do that.
Ran out of the building, and they were like, "There's a 7-year-old here." I was like, "I don't care. I'm out of here. This is scary."
No, that's why I didn't go. I literally met up with you. I hung with you before and said I'll meet up with you after. Like, I don't do these things.
Yeah, no, not for me.
I went when I took Meek there when he first came to the US, or maybe it was like one of his trips where you have to be like, look at this great city of Philadelphia, which it is. But I feel like we went to the Barnes together. No?
I've never been to the Barnes.
Oh, what's the Mint?
The Mint is like where they print money. Down at the front. It's
like the Mint.
Yeah,
the Mint. I thought you were saying the Mint, and I was like, is that like the Met?
No, no.
I have to tell you this weird New York problem I'm having.
Okay, rats.
I've like no.
Is it? Oh
no, I've like run the gamut of New York fucking issues. Like I have had them all. I'll say it out loud. We had bed bugs. I thought I was going to die. I literally thought I was going to die. I said, we're leaving, we're moving. That's when we moved because I was like, I'm not dealing with this. We obviously had to get it taken care of. We've had mice. We've had roaches. We now have, which is going to shock people because I have trees outside.
Termites?
Carpenter bees are burrowing. I know. The big bees are burrowing a hole in my windowsill.
Oh my God.
And okay, so last Friday, I thought I was doing a nice deed because I keep seeing them out in the trees right outside my window. And, it's like New York. You're like, poor guys. They don't have a lot of nature. And this one, it was raining really bad last Friday. It looked like it was dying on my windowsill. And I was like, how do you save a bee? And it's like, you give it water.
You said I'm a hippie.
The one time I do something. I'm an animal person. I mean, aside from the aside from like the fact of like eating meat. Anywho, so it was outside and I see it in the cold rain and I'm like, oh my God, they're like, give it some sugar water. And I put a tablespoon, like, what are those things called? Measuring cup outside on my windowsill. And I'm like in a meeting and I look over and it looks like it's like wiping his head and then it flies off. And I'm like, oh my God, I just saved a bee. No, I fucking created a habitat.
I was gonna say, you invited. Oh my God, you're an idiot.
But also created a
so
habitat.
Well intentioned. We love the intention.
But I hear it. It sounds like a little mouse in my windowsill and there's sawdust everywhere. And now I have to exterminate it. Figure that out on my fire escape. That's going to be fun to do later. I always told Meek, like, I have to wait for you to come home until.
Damn.
So, R.I.P. Carpenter bees on my on my windowsill. What else is up with you? When do you leave? You leave tomorrow? Today?
Yeah, tomorrow morning.
What's your plans?
Gonna do.
Are you coming here?
No, it's just too much.
I get it.
Yeah.
Also, plus the Knicks are in the playoffs and MSG and where the train and all is a shit show.
I just didn't feel like it. Gonna go get drinks tomorrow night. I don't know. Our plans are kind of loose, which is nice.
Where are you staying?
Where am I? It's like Lombard and Broad, like right around there.
Just at a hotel.
Yeah, I'll stay with my cousin the last night because Kyle leaves before me. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Good. It's gonna be the weather's gonna be
the
shit
weather
though.
Sucks, but it is. I mean, it's at least it's not like I'm fleeing a place that has shitty weather, right? Like I'm like in sun every single day, so it's not.
It just sucks because it has been nice, and then they said it's gonna rain for the next 9 days.
Yeah, looks like it clears out later in the day on some of those days, and Sunday's nice. So whatever, that is what it is.
There was something else I was gonna tell you about, and I can't remember.
I don't know. What are we talking about?
Carpenter bees creating nests and him. Oh,
I'm obsessed with the Timmy and Kylie content in like a
deep
way.
Okay, so did you see any of the content of them last night at the Knicks game?
Of course, I looked at the same photos probably 7 times.
Did you see Jordan Woods was
so
there?
Happy. She's so light. I mean, it's really it's crazy how like Paige and Hannah have talked about this on their podcast that when you're in a weird, like in a relationship that's not meant for you, your body shows it and like you can see it in different parts of your face and stuff. And there is like Kylie looks different to me.
I think the lightness is like you hit the nail on the head. Yeah. They made their debut at his Italian premiere last week. Or no, he was being honored for an award in Italy. Yeah. And they made their red carpet debut, and our girl, it's me, Jackie G, did the translation of their lip sync. Did you see that?
No, what did it say?
Oh my God, it was so cute. She said, like, so Kylie walks out and she goes, oh my God, this is too much. And he goes, no, wait, come here. And she's like, fine. And then they like do more. He's like, you're doing a great job. And then she says, okay, that's it. I'm going. I love you. And he said, love you. And then they went.
They said, I love you.
They said, I love you. It's been like,
it's been like 2 years.
I was going to say, when I was going to sleep last night, it's been like 2.
Thinking about the relationship on the way to sleep last night.
Look, if that's the only thing I'm ruminating about at night.
Honestly, it's a win. That's a win.
I'm gonna take it.
Take it. Honestly, take it.
Yeah. So it's been interesting. You want to know what else? Wait, why did I say it's been interesting?
I don't know. It's been fun.
I thought it was interesting to see Kylie and Jordan last night at the Knicks game. Did you see those pictures?
I did see those. I think that they're like friends. Like I think we just respond, but I don't think they're going like months and months without seeing each other. I think they're definitely texting at the very least. And I think it's kind of like when they're in the same place, you know. Yeah.
That was I like to see that too. I was interested that Kendall, like Kylie said hi to her, but there wasn't a video of Kendall saying hi to her.
Did I tell you when I was in LA recently, we drove by that sushi park?
Oh, what does it look like?
Like a strip mall. And I know we've talked about it, but I couldn't believe how strip mall. Like, it's just, like, I was like a Cleaners is right next door. Like, it's a 2-level, like a 2-level strip mall. So it's
why is that the spot? Like, why is that?
And it's like on Sunset Boulevard, but I don't know. The whole thing is just so bizarre, and I just can't. I think about when I like get dressed for something here, right? And then let's say it's like the neighborhood I'm in is like really, really nice. But then if I'm going to like one of the music things at Stern Grove, by the time I get to the Sunset, it's shitty out. And I just feel like, oh, I could have just worn like a sweatshirt and jeans. That's how I would feel, like to get decked up and then arrive at the place. I'd be like, oh, I'm like way overdressed. Like I should have worn a hoodie.
Do we know what it looks like in there? I'm going to look up what it looks like inside. I'm dying to know. Sunset Park. No, Sunset. Is it Sunset Park?
Sunset Boulevard.
So what's the name of the sushi place?
Sushi Park.
Sushi Park.
Yeah.
Sushi Park, LA. I just want to see what it looks like inside.
It's just like crazy to get that decked up to go there, I guess is what. I mean, maybe if you're going out after. God. Are you looking at it?
Yeah, it just looks insane.
I know.
I would never look twice.
The equivalent, if anyone's in Philly, like if you're going to Cruise Town.
I was just where the Petrucci's
like
is.
Going to Old Village, yeah.
It literally, and I want to see inside pictures. Like there's a picture of Kendall in a long fur. It literally looks like you're going to Cruise Town Road. Oh my God. Oh, I do want to shout out one of our followers. Shout out to Maria, who is also one of our day 100s. Our friend Dan's friend Maria. She always writes the nicest things to Dan about us, and I just wanted to shout her out. Also, I had a rough segue to that. Did you see, you were talking about Paige and Hannah, and did you see they started a series on YouTube about their tour?
Yeah, and I didn't watch it, but it does look cute and fun.
So I watched the one last night. It was like 15 minutes, and it was talking
they're short.
Yeah, 15 minutes. Which is like perfect.
I can totally commit to 15 minutes. I don't ever use YouTube. Like, I don't even know if I have that app.
Oh, God, you would love it.
Everything's Isn't it for like the young kids, though?
No, not anymore. Like, if there's any podcast you like,
I just know Miss Rachel's on there, and that reminds me of young kids. Yeah.
Do you know what I said? I was like, I should have done that in my life. Like, I should have just done it. Miss Rachel, do you know how much money Miss Rachel makes?
So much. You know what I think? Wow, this is a tangent, but you know who else I think about with money and just like, damn, like, you figured it out. Flo from Progressive. That bitch is making so much money.
She was on a few episodes of Mad Men.
Jake from State Farm.
You know, do you know how many times in my life I've had conversations about them? And this is why. As an actor, I'm confused because I'm like, you want these things, right? You're like, oh, I want to be a prestigious actor, or like, I want to challenge myself. Like, is that what you want? Or do you want to be like Flo and Jake from State Farm, who are making millions of
And
dollars
still
every
get
year?
to show up to a set. So you're like, okay, am I being challenged? No, but my bank account looks pretty legit and I'm still on set.
That's the hardest part. I'm like,
And
is
also
that good?
access. You do still have
Yeah.
access. Like
I
at
mean,
their
yeah.
level, they have access. Anyway, what were you saying about Paige and Hannah? Sorry, their show. It's cute. It's fun. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh,
Wait. No, I think to your point, yes, access. And also, Flo was on. Like, she's had stuff like Mad Men. I'm telling you, she's on the. If you rewatch Mad Men, she's in the first like 5 episodes as one of the girls who works in the call center. So Paige and Hannah. The episode I watched last night was the episode where Paige, right before Paige went on the beta blockers, and it's a full episode of her just like in her own panic, freaking out. And the reason I'm saying that is because you were talking about when people are in relationships and they're facing, like, you just look at her and you feel what you feel like when you have a bad anxiety day. She is just like curled up.
Oh my God,
it's honestly so sad.
But I do want to. I kind of want to just see it.
There's still also all of these trolls on our Instagram going in about how Paige, is just
it
like
speaks to such a bigger problem. Like, yes, I want to defend Paige all day, but it does just speak to a larger problem. And that's what actually makes me most nervous about those comments is like, you think you're headed one, like you're progressing, the country's progressing. And then you see these comments and it's hard not to be reminded, no, not everyone.
Yeah. That's, I think, is the part where
I think that's why it bothers me too much.
100%. Because
like, it's less about Paige. Yes, I hate it for Paige, but more about the bigger picture of that, what that means.
Especially because like this mentality, we talked about it last week, that it's scarier, everything that's going on in the world and like the things that are happening to women. It's scarier that other women agree with this.
I know.
And it's like Paige did like a morally, like, okay, I'll talk about Mad Men again, but I'm rewatching it and it's crazy to see how much women's rights have changed in the last 70 years.
And now we're going backwards.
And there's still that mentality of like, Paige should be grateful that Craig wanted to marry her. Paige should be grateful that she had somebody in front of her that was going to provide for her, XYZ. And she is not woman enough because she didn't make that decision. And like,
I'm watching the season now. Her and Paige. This is the first season. Paige is on Southern Charm. So I'm seeing the very beginning of the relationship, and it's definitely clear why she had to tell, like, no drinking. Like it's already evident. I mean, it was evident before, but I was surprised that like he lashes out at that Christmas party he has, and like she's there, but she's like in that phase of the relationship where she's so like in love and like team Craig that I think if she would have watched that back now, she might have different feelings about it.
Oh, I'm sure. Sure. I forgot about that Christmas party.
Yeah.
That was so embarrassing for Craig.
Yeah. For Craig. Absolutely.
For Craig. Yeah.
Speaking of a little bit of Summer House though, Lexi was on the Via Files and I thought it was great. I really did. I thought she's like really well spoken. She does a really good job of not really shading anyone except for Jesse, but she speaks with such conviction that I don't think she's bullshitting any of the shit she said about Jesse. And I think the thing that I found most surprising was kind of Jesse's like shameless desire for fame. Like he doesn't care about the hate because it helps his algorithm. And he saw how well Wes did last year with the Sierra of it all. And now we're watching Summer House live and they're doing the most recent episode. They're back. They show up at the house together. So I'm wondering what ends up happening. I assume we're going to see, but like what ends up breaking it? Because I feel like if someone, I mean, I don't know, but like if someone told me that, like, I think I would be really turned off by that. Like, oh my God, you're so thirsty for this fame. And especially for someone like Lexi, who already sort of has clout and has dated people in the spotlight. And it's like watching a reality star chase that, I think would be a little bit of just a huge red flag.
I thought that was the interesting thing that she talked about too. Like she talked about so much on that episode, but she talked a lot about dating. What's his name? The Gerber son, Presley Gerber and Brooklyn Beckham, and she was like, it could be so easy to dog your ex, and she was so respectful of them and the families, and so respectful that Brooklyn is now married and that she didn't want to take too much spotlight away from that. And for someone her age, I'm going to say it again, like she is so well spoken and so in touch with her feelings. Like, I don't know how long she's been going to therapy. I thought it was also so interesting for her to talk about her experience as a model and
some of the immigration stuff too, which I think is what probably forced her to grow up for sure.
She's just so much more. It's so evident to see how much more evolved as a human she is than Jesse Solomon.
It's crazy.
Like the desire to be loved is still there, but I think we all have a part of that. The way she can articulate her feelings, I just am it's so refreshing to see, because they're going to still try to make her look like some crazy gal who is acting crazy over Jesse. But I think if you're a girl's girl, you aren't going to fall into that narrative.
And that's why I'm so bummed about the Sierra of it all.
I know.
Like Sierra shaded her on Watch What Happens Live. Like why?
Yeah. Because she's not doing it back.
And like this, not. I don't know. Watching even this episode and like, I rewatched it this morning. And look, I do love Sierra. I like the girl friendships that she has, but I wish she was a little less bothered. By Jesse, by Wes, by the Lexi of it all of it. Because like when she appeared on Watch What Happens Live, she seemed bothered to me. And I'm just like, why are you giving it, if you don't care, quote unquote, why are you giving it so much life? Like your responses are breathing life back into it. So it's like you have the option to be like, I'm cool with everyone. It's all good. Like keep it moving. And even if you don't feel that, I would just want to at least present that way, I guess.
I'm so sorry. One of the bees just flew out of the nest. I am so sorry. It just scared the shit out of me.
Oh, it's okay. But yeah, and even with the Jesse of it all, it's like, she's so bothered by it, and they end the episode and they're having that conversation on the beach, and it's like, yeah, that was fucked up what Jesse did and what he said and how he said it, and kind of the way he's like trying to use you as nice guy, and I don't know, whatever that situation is, but I don't know, I feel like she's not quick to forgive. And I guess maybe that's what I'm having an issue with, because I'm so quick to forgive that it's not translating for me. Like I can't get it. Like I can't understand. I can't empathize with her. I'm like, yo, let it roll off. Like it's all good.
And I'm kind of, excuse me, I'm kind of the opposite, where all I see from her is everything's coming from a place of hurt. Like how she's trying to be unbothered. It's just so evident how hurt she is by West. How I saw the 5 minutes, like how Bravo by Gaze lets out the 5 minutes. And I saw that she said, you like hurt me, but I'll get over it. And I think or what she said more was like, I don't let just people in my life to be my friend. Like if you're my friend, I expect you to act like my friend. I'm not just calling everyone a friend. And you know who those people are, where they're like, oh, XYZ is my friend and this is my friend and they're my bestie and I'm their bestie.
Me.
But I think you also have genuine friendships though.
I do for sure, but I am so more the merrier. Like
yeah.
I want everyone to be my friend. I want to be everyone's friend. I'm kind of an open book. Like I'm not super reserved. So I think maybe it's less about like what Sierra's doing. It's just a miss for me. Like we're just so opposite. And so I'm having a hard time understanding her.
And I think she's coming from like such a place of hurt that she'll work through that in therapy. But I think she's just not going to let anybody into her circle.
Yeah.
I think what's bothering me is like, totally fine. Don't let people in your circle. Forgive Jesse. But what has Lexi done? Like that's the only part. And maybe we'll see what Lexi has done, and maybe that's still to come. I just don't understand to me, it's like there isn't any proof yet why Lexi's getting shade.
And like, I think I saw in a preview that Lexi sort of comes for Sierra, like, and it's like, I don't trust you. Like when they're sitting around the island I think it's on tonight's episode or tomorrow's episode.
Yeah.
But like, even that, it's like, but where's Lexi getting her information? Jesse. Yeah. And actually everyone else in the house, including Sierra's best friends who are going to Lexi and saying, this is how they were acting. And then seeing, like, if Lexi's watching it back, seeing Paige and Amanda be like, oh, they're going to hook up. They're, you know, like, it's definitely, you could cut the sexual tension with a knife. Like, that was Paige saying that. So it's like, and Lexi's supposed to just let all of that roll off and
I thought it was,
and not feel anything about it.
The other thing I thought that was interesting on the Viall Files was how the friendships, how they bring the friendships together. Like she said, Lexi said her and Amanda had one drink together the week before filming. Kyle called her once and said, like, this is what to expect. This is how it's going to go. Like they are, I don't think that's a surprise to most of us who have watched. But when Bailey left, it is kind of, I don't like a gang up situation. And I don't feel like Lexi's being ganged up on, but she said it too. Like I trusted Jesse the most. I put the most effort into him. And it's almost a shame because also she didn't get like a fair shot at like.
And Jesse told her, don't trust anyone in the house. Everybody. Be careful. So of course she's going to have her guard up. And
this is like a new kind of sick, I think. Like I think he's a little bit of a controller.
I think that she's out of his league. And I said that last week. And I was thinking
about that too.
Yeah, I think that played a role into some of the control. And so it's like she's out of his league and he was on the show first. So like there's little just there's like a little bit of that combination I think just turned out to be lethal for that relationship.
Yeah, we're going to see it play out. I think there's only a few episodes left, which is a bummer because this is one of my favorites. In last week's episode, we start to see the Sierra conversation. They talk a lot about how Jesse was out with the one thing that gives me red flag about Lexi, but this would give me a red flag about anyone, is I think it's so weird when people are really close with their families. I know that's weird, but
that might be your red flag.
But when you're this close with your family and like codependent of your family, I think that there's more going on there. And
like
her
what
saying,
though?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the thing is going on because I'm not, but I just feel like being that codependent of like your parents and your siblings, I think there's like a toxicity there.
Well, she did say like the reason she lives with her sister had to do with like a credit situation because you can't transfer credit from Canada to America. So then her sister had to do it on her. And so like,
but that, going
like
out,
the leases, but the going out. Yeah. But
yeah, like the going out to the club.
I find it that strange. I really don't.
I'm actually shocked.
I just seem like, whatever, you're close with your family. That's cool.
Oh, to me, I'm like, but I think I said this last week. Like, I've had relationships with guys who were oddly close with people, and it is a recipe. Like, when you're codependent on a sibling or a parent and you can't break that to be in the relationship you're in, it's a little weird. But they talked about going to the box.
Oh my God, I Googled it. I was like, what is this place? I had to look it up. It looks like very Edwardian ball vibes or something.
It's like, from everything I've heard, because absolutely, you wrote in the outline, have you ever been there? No, I've never been there.
You slept with your makeup on last week, so we don't know what you're up to. You could be getting weird at the box. That sounds.
I want to be clear. I got home at 9:30 p.m. and slept with my makeup on. I just want to be very clear about that. No, 9:30 p.m. No, the box, like everything I've heard about the box is like, it's like basically people, they could be having sex. It's very like erotic.
Oh my God, I want to go.
Did you ever hear of Sleep No More?
No, but I want to go to the box now.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. And like the other thing is like, they'll turn you down if you're not like,
it's like Bernheim.
I don't know what that is, but
That like Berlin club where
probably. Yeah. It's very like, I wouldn't get in even if I tried to get in. Like, I'm not hot enough. I'm not influencer enough. Like, I'm not.
Oh, it's like that kind of vibe.
Yeah. And then when you're in there, it's like what was Eyed Wide Shut? That movie with oh God, I don't even know if you were born yet. Whatever. It's definitely a weird place to go with your mom and your sister. It's also like, what is your mom? Would you go to a club with your mom? Actually, maybe you would. I would go to a club with your mom.
Yeah, I think I've probably been to a club with my mom.
I don't know. I just have a weird way of thinking about it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't believe you don't think it's weird. I'm shocked.
You know what I did think was weird? There was something about Carl in this episode, and I've always said that I've never found him like hot or attractive, but he felt really like casual in this episode, and he like made a joke that Paige laughed at, and I was like, wait, is Carl hot right now? And I just couldn't believe it was happening. No, he was sitting on the couch. It was like when they first got there, and he said something, but there was just like, this is what he was feeling comfortable in himself. I think for the first time that we've seen all season, and he was and in this version of himself, because when he's been comfortable before, he's just been kind of a cokehead mess. Where this is like, okay, so he's comfortable in himself, he's sober. Like there was just I was seeing him through a different lens, and I was like, okay, Carl.
And I know exactly the moment it happened.
Oh, okay.
It happened for me too. It's when he was sitting on the couch
with his legs up.
Legs up.
Yep.
Hands behind the head.
Exactly when.
That's exactly when it was. Because I got a tingle in my Pringle at the exact same moment.
I was like, what's happening?
He looked over to Lexi and said, and how have you been doing? And you're like,
yeah.
What was that?
I don't know what happened.
It was like a
flick went off in my head, and I was like, wait, I think I'm waking up to Carl.
It went off in your vagina. It was not in your head. That's what happens. That's a tingle in your Pringle.
It was cool. I felt good about it. I feel good about it.
There's something about Carl this season that we're seeing such a different version of him. To your point, like, he's setting into his own.
Yeah.
He's being like, him saying the tan lines thing is so endearing. Him giving Sierra the best compliments that I feel like any woman would want to hear. Do you want to know how you were just talking about how it's not cool that Sierra's bothered?
Mm-hmm.
I also think, Lindsay, it's not cool how bothered you are when you're carrying another man's child.
I think Carl hit it on the head too when he said she's not like still upset that we broke up, embarrassed. And embarrassed is the word I think of. What's her name? Glenn Doyle or Brene Brown when they talk about embarrassment and shame and stuff, and like
Brene Brown,
and I like shame and embarrassment is such a strong feeling that like, it's not good, and anything surrounding that embarrassment moment, it's like, stop. It's like it's like you wake up the next day and someone's trying to tell you what you did and you forgot. It's like, shut up, I don't need to know this. Like, let me live in my space without this information.
That's so funny because when I saw Carl talk about that, so in therapy, when you're in it for long enough, they talk about, it's like an infinity sign, and under every big emotion is the core emotion. So almost every time under anger is hurt. Almost every time over embarrassment is shame. And for me, Carl has talked about this in therapy. Carl was basically telling everybody else, this is what my therapist said that Lindsay's feeling. And when we all saw that happening on TV, we were like, oh God, when Lindsay Hubbard sees this.
Well, and that
the back and forth.
Because then she responded online, and I was like, why are you even responding? Like, let this fly. Like, who? I know.
It's the one thing. It's the one time Carl has said Lindsay's name all season. And meanwhile, she's like shitting on him when she can, being like, oh, I can't go to this thing because it's Carl's XYZ. You know, she's going to give a whole speech about how Carl set her free. Embarrassing. It's the one thing he said about you. He hasn't responded to any of the things that you've said about him all season.
And I guess this is why they're reality stars, right? Because they are bothered, and I would be the worst reality star. Just it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, I would be the opposite.
I would be so fired. So fired.
I would be.
I wouldn't even get the first check probably.
Sleep because I'd be like checking the comments about what people were saying about me.
Ugh, I couldn't. You know what else I was thinking with this episode? When they went to dinner, which I'm sure everyone has seen the behind the scenes footage of Imral getting completely cut out. But I love these dinners. I love like it feels like someone just like pulled the names out of a hat and was like, okay, this group goes here, or if like put your head down and raise your hand. Like it feels so random the way they do it, but I love it. I love these group situations, and I wish they would do a little bit more of it in the city as well. Like little catch-ups in the city. But I just love these little group dynamics. They're so random.
This is where I saw the hurt.
Also, Sierra getting up from the table.
But this is where I see the hurt in her because she doesn't know how to be friends with him yet. I think if they're on this season.
How serious was it? Like, is there so much that we didn't see or something?
I think she went home and met his family.
Yeah.
And like, I think for her, like meeting the family, I think
meeting the family is a thing. Like, I haven't met that many families.
No.
The only families I've met, I've been in a committed for Okay.
And like take you home to the family. Like,
like to Missouri.
Bringing someone to Philly and like riding their horses. Like you know, like Wes Dad was like commenting about how much he loved Sierra on Instagram.
Okay, you're right. I'm wrong.
I think that's her. And I think she doesn't put her guard down easy because of a lot of hurt. And I think she did.
I do get the sense that Amanda more so than Paige, but there was something that had happened in this most recent episode, and they're like in bed, I think, and Amanda like makes a little comment. Yeah, where else would they be? And I do get the sense that Amanda feels a little bit the way that I feel about it. She knows it a little bit better. So there's something about like Amanda's like, they were asking her in bed, like, do you think you'll ever be friends with him again? Like trying to like, do you think you guys will be cool ever? And like, I felt from both of them that they were both feeling a little bit what I'm feeling. Maybe 100%. Not at the same level that I'm feeling it, but they too are kind of like, are we going to do this forever? Because we also have a show to make. And like some of us want to come back next season. Maybe not Paige, but the rest of them probably want that paycheck next season. So it's like, are we doing this or are we not doing this?
And I think we all would love to see if her and West just could be friends, because I still think at the bottom of that they probably had a good friendship. I think
he seems someone so easy to be friends with after a hookup. Like he reminds me of a guy that you could have fun with. Like he seems like the perfect candidate for friends with benefit. Buddy. Yes, the perfect candidate.
I can think of one perfect candidate that was mutual friends with our friends. Perfect, because like you can take them. You didn't see what I said. I'll put it in the chat.
Okay.
I'm
so curious though.
Let me put it in the chat. Oh, I can't figure out how to chat it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't figure it out. I'll tell you after. Anywho, but yes, exactly. He's like the chill guy, and I think how do I type it? I can't type it there.
I don't know.
Oh, here.
Well, anyway, keep going. Yeah, but he's the perfect fuck buddy.
I just put it in there. Can you see it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, though.
Really?
I don't think so. Oh, I kind of know who it is.
Shaved head.
Forgot he existed.
I know. Great. Anyway.
Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't see this. But why would he?
Yeah, anyway,
why would he? What the hell are we talking about?
Just fuck, like, I don't know, Wes being the perfect candidate for that.
And I watched the 5 minutes, and in the 5 minutes, Sierra yells out, they're like leaving for the weekend to go back to the city, and Sierra yells out, Wes, are you backing up or are you pulling forward? And he like answers, and then you hear the audio in the car where he goes, Sierra just asked if I'm backing up. Sierra just asked if I'm backing up. I think we're friends. And everybody in his car is like, oh my God, yeah.
I love that. I think he's great. The other thing I just had a comment on, because sometimes I'm like, Amanda and we share a same brain. But she's like, yeah, I thought you guys were mad at me this week. I didn't do anything, but I thought you were mad at me this week. And I was like, if this is not my inner monologue all the time, I couldn't believe someone else was sharing this thought on national TV. I have never in my life felt so seen.
And she goes, not because you guys did anything or anything. I just thought it.
Was like, what? Literally, same. I've had weeks where I'm like, I don't have any friends. Everyone hates me. They all want to cancel me. My job probably wants to fire me. Like, and I'm just like, I'm not really sure why, but I'll find a reason. If I dig deep enough, I'll find it.
Speaking of Amanda,
weird headspace to live in.
I can't. That definitely is like Amanda coded, and this is another reason why I think you should wear the same outfits.
I couldn't believe it. My jaw dropped. I was like, is she talking to me?
Is this our conversation?
Yeah.
So Jessie made a comment that there's going to be a big announcement.
Yeah, Paige is leaving.
Yeah, some people are saying Amanda's pregnant, and I hope to God, like I will say a prayer. I hope that's not it.
She might be.
Oh God, don't do it, Amanda.
They seem a little. I will say I was impressed with Kyle this episode. Like there was a moment he like stepped in for Lex and was like, to
"Oh my
Jessie.
God, we didn't even talk about that."
And Lindsay even said like, "Oh, I think your therapy's working."
That was the first that comment threw me.
And I also, other than that first when him and Paige got into it, he hasn't had any major freakouts this season.
That's true.
So maybe he's growing. Therapy is working for these boys. Like Austin has been in it for hella long. We've really come around on him.
That's true.
Guys,
I don't think I could come around on. I don't think I could come around on.
I sent this thing to my friend the other day on Instagram. I forget who I sent it to, but it was like these like 6 a.m. sauna dance party things that are happening in New York, and I was men will literally do anything except for go to therapy, including waking up to go to a hot sauna rave sober before work. Like, just have a cup of coffee and keep it moving.
Things you couldn't pay me to do.
Honestly, and I could do a lot of things. This is certainly not one of them.
My doctor suggested I lower my Lexapro.
Oh.
And I was like, I don't think that's a good idea for anyone involved. I'd rather do the sauna. And with that. We'll be back next week with an all-new episode of Bonded by Bravo. BravoCon got announced.
There's a lot that we didn't get into today that was on the outline, like the new shows.
I didn't read the outline.
Kind of excited for the Rhode Island one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Because I think they got like money.
Oh.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that where Taylor Swift's like huge houses?
Those cliffs for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta go get my face sculpted or something. But we'll be back next week with an all new episode of Bonded by Bravo. Find us wherever you listen to your podcast, including on YouTube at Hurrdat Entertainment. Like and follow us on TikTok and why can't I talk? Instagram at Bonded by Bravo Pod. Thanks, friends. See you next week.